Hi everyone, just checking in real quick because sometimes people get these beautiful alocasias. There's so many types. Definitely one of my favorite plants. Some I have struggled with more than others. This one in particular is a Ruguso. I believe it's also listed as like Mythic Mellow, things like that. It has super thick, really textured, neat leaves. This guy, had him for a while. I noticed two things. I'll include a picture. This is a beautiful brand new leaf that he just put out. Previously, he kept giving me blooms that I was cutting off because I was trying to keep the energy to the plant. I think I had 3 blooms. Kept waiting on a leaf. Hadn't gotten a new leaf from him. Finally, we have gotten this really pretty leaf, and don't know if you guys will be able to see in here because it's so tiny, but if you can kind of see right here, this little tiny bit of green poking up, there's actually a second leaf starting. So if you happen to walk over to your plant and you see a leaf that looks like this, don't panic. This is very common for these guys. This is what they do. They only can sustain life to so many leaves at one time. This guy has 5 leaves, which is a good bit. And like I said, he has some pretty big leaves. But as they put out new leaves, they will pick usually the oldest leaf to drop. Now, this guy started, had a few yellow spots, then the yellow started some more. He's just about fully yellow. So I think I'm going to go ahead and trim this off today, but you're supposed to wait till they turn pretty much all yellow because the plant is actually sucking all the nutrients and resources out of this leaf to promote new growth. So it's just kind of the cycle of life. It is dropping the oldest leaf to give life to new ones. And you can tell in here, this guy is the furthest one on the outside. So, like I said, it is the oldest leaf. And you can see in here, I'm going to add some soil today. I haven't potted him in a while. I mean, not less than 6 months ago, but I had added a good bit of top dressing because there was a period of time we were fighting off fungus gnats in all of the plants. But I noticed he has a root or two poking out, so I'm going to add a little bit of soil on the top just to give him a little more soil, and then I'm going to add the topsoil back. Just want to give him a little coverage. This is just indoor potting mixed with perlite, orchard bark, and a little bit of stratum. It's been one of my new go-to. Heard people talking about it in my garden group, and I was already kind of hunting for an extra kind of nutrient, other than just liquid fertilizer. So now I'm just adding the rocks back on top as top layer to deter any fungus gnats from, wanting to make a house in my beautiful Alocasia that I adore. This guy is always happy. He loves to, he'll get little droplets of, what they call it, gutatation, on his leaves. You know, just telling me he's a happy plant. So that's also why I feel comfortable cutting this bad leaf today. So you always want to make sure your trimmers are clean, but I'm just gonna go in here as close to the base as I can, and I'm gonna trim this guy off. I feel a little sad while I do it because, you know, it was time for it to go. But then I'm just gonna take a peek. Make sure this looks good. Tiny bit of dry stuff. But there we go. That leaf is gone. You can see this one has a teeny, teeny, tiny spot. Could be because, like I said, down inside this little sleeve, there is a leaf starting. It's little teeny, teeny there. You can kind of see the little top of it. Which is probably why this leaf has one tiny speck, because it'll be quite a while. These guys don't they don't open leaves fast. They don't drop leaves very fast. It's all a slower process. I got a little dirt down in there. Just need to clean that out. But anyways, don't panic. If you see a leaf like this on your Alocasia, just means it's growing a new leaf. And remember, these guys are heavy feeders, so try to keep up on your fertilizing plan because they will need it during growing season.